My next assignment deals with writing a program to find the employee details who has highest salary in the web table. Now remember guys, there's a difference between web table and data table. Data table is the object of your QTP which represents the Excel sheet, whereas a web table is a table which is present in your application. Okay, so don't get confused with it. So we have to write a program which will fetch the details from the web table, and it will compare and verify which employee has the highest salary, and it will display it can display, or you can just fetch out the values of the employee details who has the highest salary. And we'll use emp.html for this program. So this program basically deals with working on the web tables of your application. Okay, so let's see how we do it. So this is my emp.html. It has a table which says employee number, name, address, salary. So we have to find the highest salary in this column, and the highest salary details the employee where the highest salary, the details of that employee will be displayed. Okay, so we have to understand before coding what we are exactly doing. Okay, so we'll start by fetching single value, individual value from the salary column of our web table one by one. We can use a loop for that. And what we have to do is, while we are fetching the value, we have to compare these values with the other values in the web table. So suppose between 25,000 and 32,000, 32,000 is greater, right? So we'll save it in a variable, some other variable wherein this value will be preserved. And the next comparison will be between 32,000 and 95,000, and the greater amongst them will be 95,000. So the variable where we saved the highest value will be replaced with 95,000. And then again we'll compare 95,000 with 60,000. Here 95,000 is greater than 60,000, so 95,000 will remain as it is, the variable which is saving the highest value. And then again 95,000 will be compared with 70,000. Again, since 95,000 is greater, so this value will be retained in that variable. So in that ways, the final value which is retained in the variable is the highest value in the salary column. So this is the basic funda of how to code for this. So to begin with, we'll just add first of all we'll add the web table object. Okay, you have to be careful because it adds web element as well, which is inside the web table, but we want to add the web table. Okay, and just drag it. Now the web table has the property, the action, that is get cell data, and in bracket it's row comma column. I want to fetch the salary column, right? So it is 1 2 3 4, fourth column. So as I said, get cell data as row comma column I comma j. So let's say I comma j. So your I is your row, j is your column, but the column is will always remain fixed, that is the fourth column. So let's hard code it with 4. Now the row will keep on changing, and for that we have a loop. Okay, so let's say we put this in, okay, we put this in SL1. okay, so whatever value is fetched is saved in SL1, and inside the for loop it will run from I equal to, now guys, for web table normally the row column starts from 1 comma 1, so index is 1 comma 1, but we are starting with the second row, so we'll start with row 2 to the number of rows which are present. So 2 row count, and row count is just the row count of your web table. So if we go down, we have get arrow property, and in get arrow property we find the property which shows the row count. Okay, as you can see, rows 6, so this will give us the row count. So in double brackets we'll put rows, and this value 6 is fed to RC, which will be used in running the loop. So now we know that with each iteration we can fetch individual values in SL1. Now what we'll do is we'll create a separate function which will compare the values between the first salary and the second salary, which are the consecutive salaries in your web table. So let's say we're calling a function fn compare, and we are passing this SL1 to that function. Okay, now we'll write a separate function which will do the comparison. I'm giving the name SL1. Now this is the salary which is retrieved from the data table. It will be compared with using if. So if SL1 is greater than SL2, then we have to swap the values. Not exactly swap, but we need the greater of the value in the sum. We have to keep it in a variable, so we can keep it over here. So if SL1 is greater than SL2, this SL1 will be preserved in SL2. Okay, and we are not using SL2 in our main script because that is the highest value till now and we want to preserve it.